we will be performing prone shoulder extension hovers. So you move from your pails and rails, which will allow you to create a little bit more range of motion, into your pass range holds, pass range liftoffs, and now we move into a more dynamic pass range liftoff, which is our hovers. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be lifting up into your active end range, you're gonna be coming out over the object, setting down nice and slow, resetting the tension, coming back up, back over the object, back to your start position. So the height of your object will be dependent on your shoulder extension abilities. You may be using a foam or a yoga block here. You may be using yoga block there, maybe up a little bit higher. You could also use a foam roller, maybe like a half foam roller. You could stack blocks. Really it comes down to what you're able to do with your abilities and also the program that you're following. You may be doing more reps with a lower object. You may be doing less reps with a higher object, a slightly more challenge. So it's all gonna depend on the program you're following. But what you wanna do is just make sure that the body stays tight, nothing else moves except for the target tissue, which in this case is shoulder extension. So to set this up, we're gonna be in a prone position. So you're gonna lay on your stomach here. I'm gonna have my forehead on my forearm. I'm gonna make sure my tailbone stays tucked, core stays engaged. I don't want to extend my shoulder, but aid that by extending my spine. So I wanna make sure everything stays tight through here. So I'm tucking the tailbone, I'm trying to lift my belly button off the floor. That active contraction just keeps me out of a passive extension. From there, I'll just set myself up. So I'm gonna take in a kind of internally rotated shoulder, so my thumb will be facing up. You can also go palm up. Those are just different variables that you can play around with. You want the block or the object you're using directly out to the side of the hand and the wrist. I'm gonna take my forehead and my forearm, fully contract, go here. As I lift, I'm gonna lift up as high into shoulder extension as I can, come out over my object, set down nice and slow. From there, reset the tension, up, over, back in. If I find it's way too easy to go over that object, I can then take it over here. From there, set up again, contract, over, down, contract, over, set, right back down. So like I said in the beginning, the amount of height of the object that you're using, along with the amount of reps, how slowly you go over that object will be dependent on your abilities and the program that you are following, but that is a prone shoulder extension hover.